right, looks like we're at the top of the hour. Oh, so we're here for the 7-day challenge, and I'm glad that you guys came and you came for the kickoff so that you get a good overview of what's going on. You can ask questions. You can get the information on how you can take some shortcuts in this challenge as well. And I'll just give you an overview of what we're going to go through. Hi, Lynn. So first, I want to talk about why challenges are so valuable, but they're also super easy to create as long as you don't overcomplicate the process. If you end up wanting to make something complicated, then it's going to be a little bit more complicated. But I want to encourage you that you have made a brilliant choice. This is a really great business building asset that you'll be able to use over and over, make it evergreen, do it live also, where create more buzz and have a bigger launch going on, but you can do both of those things. And we're going to talk about how our challenge works. So it's the 7-day challenge and the shortcuts you could take to make it even easier to create your high value but simple challenge. We'll also talk about the gift prizes that there are for completing by September 30th. So we're being generous with the 7 days because we know everybody has a different amount that they'll put into it and the time they do have available and everyone's schedule. So it's totally cool if you don't have to do it every single day, but don't get too far behind or that September deadline to get a gift and be entered into the prizes. But I'm glad you guys are here and do stay because you might have questions that you'll get them answers right away and you'll be able to have everything you need immediately. So back to the first topic about why challenges are so valuable and why they're also easy to create. If you keep it simple and when you get to the first day of the challenge, you'll see how we really encourage you to do that. Don't try to make it big. Our challenge is complicated, right? There's a lot of technical stuff we have to teach you. There's a ton of templates we had to make in the background. Like this was a really big project putting this together for you, but you don't need to do that. You just need to solve one simple problem or help them achieve one simple goal. And they don't have to necessarily accomplish some huge thing at the end. Once people start thinking about things and they focus on something for a few minutes every day, they start changing internally, right? They're starting to think about things differently. You don't have to make this big thing. Just give them something to think about every day. So maybe they're trying to build a new habit, right? And you're just giving them some good advice on how to implement that habit into their life. And when they start thinking about those things and implementing them in little steps, it makes a big difference. So keep it simple, but also it's very powerful because it's a way for you to get your audience to take action because they're actually doing stuff. They're engaging with you. You can create a more personal connection with them. And because they're doing stuff and they're accomplishing stuff. So even if your challenge is free, it's a great way to get people to buy the next thing, right? So you're preparing them and they're feeling accomplished and they're motivated and they're trusting you because you're helping them through something. They're going to be ready to buy stuff. And because you can keep it evergreen and the templates that we have for you make it super easy to do, that you can just have people coming in all the time, right? Then they're going through the challenge and it's just something that's going to keep bringing people into your funnel and building that relationship with them and turning them into customers as well. Let me just run through a little bit of this and then we'll come back to some questions. So I'm going to show you how the challenge works. Just give me 1 second and I'll show you what it looks like. And if you're using Numu and you're going to use our Numu templates, and you don't have to, but you'll see just how much easier we've made it if you use Numu because it's all ready to go pretty much for you. Just fill in the blanks. When you're seeing what our challenge looks like, you're also seeing what your challenge can look like. So you will see when you log in, and this is using the community portion of Numu, the circles. And you'll walk through, you'll learn the background of everything. Each day, you'll see at the top, there is a mark as complete. So in order to go to the next day, you have to complete the previous day. So how you do that is this first page is just background information. Encourage you to read through it, tells you how it works, tells you about the prizes. You just might want to review it as also. So you mark it as complete and you need to be logged into the community. If you use Numu as the builder, your community login is actually separate because it's not the same platform, right? So there's a separate login. And once you've interacted with the challenge and you're logged in, anytime you go to our regular community and you're trying to remember where is the 7-day challenge, you just click the little icon here and it'll show you the circles you're involved in. So I'm in the main Numu creators community. A lot of you probably already have that account as well. And now that I've interacted with this, it'll be here. So I can find that anytime I log in. So on the bottom navigation of our site, you'll always see support community. That'll take you to the main place. And then you'll always be able to find it. I'm just telling you this in case you're like, forget where the link was. You can always find it by going to the community, go to your profile. So we've divided it into 7 steps. I would say that some of them are shorter than longer. I think you could complete, if you keep it simple and you follow the process and you don't overcomplicate it, I would say that they generally don't need to take you more than an hour. Obviously, when it comes to putting your promotion plans in action, the marketing side of it, that can take a lot longer, but you can decide how much time you want to invest in it. We just want to see you guys doing something for that, getting some of the stuff ready. We've done email templates for you. Everything is fill in the blanks for you. So the first step is to, pick your topic and plan your content. We have a template that you can fill in the blanks. We also have AI prompt templates that can help you keep a really simple challenge. And that's the goal here, unless you are ready to do something more complex, more technical, more step-by-step and add templates. But this is just to keep it very simple. It's perfect for building your list. It's perfect for building community. This AI prompt will help you put everything together. Step 2 is to set up your challenge platform. And we do have the templates for you. And I'm going to give you a quick peek at them and we can take a look at what they look like. But there is a tutorial if you're going to use Numu. If you're not going to use Numu, you can use like Facebook groups. We have Kajabi. You guys have probably done some of our challenges in Kajabi. That has a built-in, there's all kinds. I think school and stuff like that has it. But our Numu templates, I don't know of anybody else who has like this kind of ready to go stuff for an actual challenge. And I'll show you that in a few seconds. All right, better mark it complete. And then you're going to set up your sign up and thank you page, which we also have templates for you in Numu. So we have it all laid out and you can look at them and adapt them however you'd like. But there's one for whether you want to offer a free challenge or a paid challenge. And there is a little bit of talk about that, like when you would decide on this page as well. But I would tell you, like, if you're new and you haven't started growing your list, don't start with a paid challenge. You've got way more, you're going to challenge yourself way more. A free challenge is a great way to start building your list, building that community, and you can still sell on the back end. You can even have bump offers or upsells or you can add that stuff into it. If you don't have an audience yet, just, do it free, keep it simple. And then for a paid challenge, I'd see if you already have an audience that is already ready to buy stuff from you and they're just excited to get in on what you're offering. And also if you want to maybe attract more highly committed, because I think if people pay for a challenge, they are more likely to be in there, but the group is probably going to be smaller. So with a free challenge, you can get more people in there. There's more interaction. And also, I think for a paid challenge, you do probably have to put a little more work into it. Maybe it needs like live sessions, or you have to add some group coaching or worksheets or some kind of templates. There's going to have to be something more tangible about it than them just walking through 7 steps here. As you could see, if you're going to use our templates, the sign up page, and then the paid one, we've actually set it up for you. And I'm actually going to walk over to here and that's the community template, but I'll give you a quick overview of this. So the sign up pages here is ready for you to update. There is a thank you page. The opt-in form is pretty much ready to go. I'm not going to walk through all the steps because when you're ready, that video tutorial is going to take you step by step and it's going to show you how to do everything. There's even an automation set up where they're going to get emailed each day of the challenge. The moment they sign up, they get a congratulations and it says, we're going to start tomorrow. And then there's the email and you just open these up and you can edit them. But it's just fill in the blanks kind of stuff you'll be able to go through and walk through. This is the paid template. So it is actually connected to a product that's in the store. And don't worry if I'm moving fast, because you don't need to know wherever all this stuff is, because when you go through the video, you'll have that. But the product is here, ready for you. And then back into the builder, we have the sign up page. There's the registration page that has a custom checkout form. You could add bump offers here. And then there is the thank you page, just like there is with the other. And we also have that automated email series. And everything is just there for you to fill in the blanks with. The tutorials are totally ready for you. And when we're done setting that up, and if you need to take a day or two to get a couple of these things done, or you take a break, not a problem. You can still walk through it fairly simply. It's a 7-step process, basically. Think of it that way. Schedule it into your schedule to work on, and just know that you need to get through those 7 steps. Then there's the email part, automating the emails, because if you want to get that extra engagement, having your challenge members engaged is really a key. And I do have tutorials on that, is how you're going to get the best results. So when people see other people engaging, they're going to be more excited, more motivated, and you're also going to get a lot more testimonials out of it, because people are going to be participating and saying comments throughout the process on how things are going for them. And you can ask them if you're able to share that feedback. So having these emails go out each day is a great way to bring them back. That's the only goal of the email too, is just to get them back into the challenge, back into your community. Then you're going to pick your launch date and plan your promotion. All these steps apply no matter what platform you're using. There's a little checklist. It doesn't matter what platform you use at all. This can be used there. There's also some email templates where you're going to promote your challenge. What I showed you that's built in is to just follow up, but make sure that they're the people who signed up continuing to participate. This promotional email series, you can see we have 2 different templates for you. And one is for if you're doing a free challenge, the promotion for that, and one is for the paid challenge. And it's just fill in the blanks. You can put it into your Numu builder under the campaigns, and there is a little instructions on that lesson. Or if you're using a different platform to email, you can use these as well. But it's a 6 email series to get them excited about joining the challenge and bringing them in. So that is ready for you as well. So as you can see, we're taking a lot of the work off your plate to make this even easier to do. Then you're going to put the steps 5 and 6 kind of go together. One is planning, one is creating your promotions and starting to put it into action. But once you've picked your launch date, let's just keep moving forward. Don't hesitate, because by step 4, you have all the tech set up. There is no reason you can't just keep moving forward. And if the first time out of the gate, there aren't a lot of people coming in, or it's not as many as you hope. Maybe you have lots, but you're like, I wish it was more. Don't worry, because you can turn it into an evergreen process. And that's why this is such a valuable asset. All right. So then we're going to put the promotion plans into actions. There's the email templates. There's a checklist to help you. And you guys will be able to have a chance to go through that in detail. And of course, there's always an opportunity at the end of each day. We suggest some questions that you can answer, and you don't have to answer those, but just share your progress or how it felt to get it done. And you have to leave a comment each day in order to be eligible for the gift, to show what you're working on and what you've accomplished. This is actually a really important lesson too. This is more about learning how to engage your challenge members and how to get them active. There's a tutorial here for you as well with lots of great ideas on how to get people participating. There's a little checklist to make sure that you're engaging people, to prepare your welcome messages, your community updates, and following up with them, etc. So that walks you through everything. And I'm going to mark it as complete. And then there is the surprise at the end when you congrats. And you guys can look at that when you guys are all done. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the link to the challenge shortly. Just give me a second. And actually, it looks, Yusuf has posted the link to the chat, like where you can actually find this and get started. So let me just talk about the prizes a little bit. And so what we're doing is, if you're done by September 30th, you've walked through all these. And when it comes to the marketing, that you've maybe set up your promotional emails, you've done some and gotten some videos ready or something. It doesn't have to be that you've done this massive marketing campaign just that you've gotten your promotion in, it's rolling along. So if you're done all the 7 steps by September 30th, you get to this one, you'll be able to claim your prize. But you do need to make sure you complete all 7 steps or your gift. And it's the $50 gift code to Shop eKits where you can buy some done for you content. We have lots of 7-day challenges there. We have courses that include 7-day challenges and lots of other done for you content that you can implement to your business. So you'll be able to use that code. And then we also have some bigger prizes because we really want you guys to make sure that you guys get this done. You'll see if you follow the process and you trust it and you don't overthink and you get through it, you'll be so proud of yourself and you'll get a great gift, but you also might get a great prize. And given the size of our group, I think that the chances of you getting one of the prizes is pretty great. So we have a grand prize, the Ultimate Audience Building and Sales Skills Package, which is valued at $1,841. So you will actually get a lifetime Platinum Inner Circle membership. And that is the membership that many of you guys are in with Yusuf and I. We meet for accountability sessions. There's done for you content we do for you guys. We have live training every month, etc. So you will get the lifetime access to that if you are the grand prize winner, and 2 private coaching sessions and an additional $250 that you can use on done for you content. Then we have the runner-up prize, which is the Deluxe Audience Building and Sales Package, which is valued at $841. You'll get a year of platinum, a private coaching session, and another $100 code. So lots of great things that can keep you keeping that momentum going to keep adding in content into your website. So you've got this 7-day challenge thing set up, and now you can start building more onto it and also joining our accountability meetings to make sure you're moving forward. And then there are even 6 more packages valued at $151 where you will have this eKit Hub University training package and an additional $50 Shop eKits code. So yeah, get this done so that you have this great thing. You can feel accomplished. You can start growing your list or start making sales and have this really valuable asset that's going to keep your business moving forward and growing over time, because people can keep coming in. The way the template is set up, it can totally be evergreen. And I'm just going to run over here. So this is the template that we have for you. It looks very familiar because we use the same template. And actually, if you look at the sign up page, we use that template too. So we're giving you the tools that we're using, and we're just allowing you to adapt it for your own self. So when you do a challenge here, you can actually, obviously, when you go in, these are set up the same way ours is. You can see this little gray check mark. It means that, and I won't go into the tech because the video is there to walk you through it, but basically it's set up so that people have to complete one to see the next. So that way it becomes evergreen, that they can do it. If you're using Numu and you're on a business plan or higher, you can actually also drip feed it. In a lot of cases, you probably do want people to power through it. They should be doing this every day. If you're trying to teach them to quit smoking, or it's a 7-day yoga challenge and they're supposed to participate in yoga every day, you do probably not want it this way. You would change the settings, and that's shown in the tutorial, to be a drip feed. So when they sign up, then each post will show one day after another. And for that, you just need the business plan or higher. To do this, if you are on a digital starter plan, you can do that, that they keep track of their completion. That's available to everybody. But you can see that in order to change the other settings, drip or scheduled, you can also schedule too. So say you want to start this on September or October 1st, and you want people check in once a week in October, you can actually schedule that as well. So that's available for you to do there. For accessing our templates, if you're not using Numu, so I'll show you what we want. So obviously to use this template, yes, you would have to use Numu because it's built in with Numu. But what we do have for you is the email templates, the main follow-up series. You do have a template to create your challenge as well on step 1 where you're creating the content. Yeah, you can just download those templates there and you create it in your own document, and then you can put it inside whatever platform you're using. And also, when it comes to the automated emails, the template is here and ready for you to download here. You can download there. If you're using our new move funnels, you don't even need to download the automated emails because they're actually built into your sign up funnel. But that is explained to you on that page when you get to it. Then we do have the promotion checklist and stuff like that. And the email series. Yes, you can download those things. So there's lots of templates for you, no matter what platform you use. The only thing that's unique totally to Numu, and it's the big things because it's the technology, is the sign up process. Whether you're giving it away for free or you're selling it, that funnel is definitely Numu specific, and as is the actual challenge platform where you implement your content. And when it comes to promoting your challenge, that is step 5 and 6. So on step 5, you are going to be planning your promotion. You're going to pick your launch date. Don't wait too long. Get it out there. And you're going to plan the promotion. And step 6, you are going to put your plans into action. So I know that was a lot to show you. And if you're feeling like, I don't know how to do this, that's the job of the challenge, right? You're going to go through step by step. The step-by-step tutorials are there for you. So do not feel overwhelmed by this. This is just giving you an overview of what you're going to walk through. But if you do find it still like a lot, oh, I can't, the tech is a lot, I want to take that off our plate. And if you didn't notice, we do have the opportunity for us. We can set it up for you. We can create the content. We will create a simple challenge for you. It's just here. Save time, skip straight to step 5 with our full service challenge setup. So if you can't dedicate the time or you just want to shorten it, you just want to maybe have us set up your first challenge, right? And then you can have it in your Numu account. You want to maybe have us take care of it for you. And then when you do new challenges, you can just duplicate what's there and then you can go from there. But for this first run through, maybe you just want to have it set up for you. We create the content, and that's the simple challenge that we're talking about, where there's a simple thing for them to do each day. Check in. They're supposed to do that. It's not complicated. If your challenge is a bit technical or requires a lot of templates, then you would have to give us that content for that. But for the kind of challenges that we're talking about, and let me give you some ideas too in a second, like what kind of topics are simple. I will do that in a second. But then we will actually set up that interactive challenge. We can do it where they have to mark it as complete to do the next one. Or if you would like us to set up a drip feed for you or schedule it on a certain schedule for you, we'll take care of that too. We'll put that content in there and we will make it so that it's fully running for you. And we will create the sign up page and the thank you page. And also, if you're going to sell it as a product, we'll set up the product so that they can go through the order process or they can go through the sign up process where they're at. In both cases, they'll be added to your mailing list. They'll be tagged. We will do that automated welcome series for you as well. So it's fill in the blanks right now in there, but we will fill in that content for you to make a compelling reason to get into that challenge, update all the links so it's going to the right place. You don't have to worry about any of those details. So if you are interested in having that, we did say the first 20, and several of them have been taken as people signed up. Some of them got in right away. We are offering it just for $197 for the first 20. There are some left for you. You can go ahead and do that. So to just take that off of your plate, we need a few days to get it completed for you. We do say it's a 7-day turnaround for this that give you a chance to work on your marketing plan, right? So you can do an even better job of that part because the content is really important. The tech setup obviously is important because you need it in order to make it work. But the marketing is truly what you really want to put your focus into because that's what's going to bring people in. And whether you're doing a launch or an evergreen marketing process, you still want to have that in place. So this is a great shortcut. We'd be delighted to help you with it and you just get it off your plate. That is like truly when you're getting bogged down in all the little details of your business, it does make it a whole lot more challenging to get moving forward. I've always said too, you guys have probably heard me talk about it, like delegating a lot more tasks. One of my recommendations is always to hire a virtual assistant who keeps you from having to have these little things on your plate. And then I did say I was going to talk about some of the topics you could do in your challenge to keep them really simple. And some of you, or maybe a lot of you, have this. It was from originally, it is still on eKidHub University, but we put it in our shop here, and Yusuf can give you the link in case you're interested in this. These are basically 50 done for you challenges, but they are just the content. You still have to input them into a platform, whether it's Facebook groups, whether it's Kajabi or it's the awesome Numu. I'm biased, I know. They're done for you. And the reason I'm opening this up for you now too is to let you know that it's there. If you don't want to do the challenge content, you can grab this kit. It does have some more training. Some of the training overlaps with what's in this challenge as well, but it has these 50 topics and they're in all these life skills areas. So it's divided into, I'm going to go back and look at them in more detail, but it's just to jog my memory. It's personal development challenges, health and well-being challenges, financial management challenges, relationship challenges, spirituality, and mindfulness challenges. So you're just getting them so it's a gratitude boost challenge. So getting someone to feel grateful over 7 days, it's a simple thing, right? It's not a complicated piece of content for you to put together. And the reason also you want to keep it simple, particularly I think on your first challenges, is because it's not only easier for you, it's also easy for your participants to engage and get those wins, right? So when you look at the challenge we're doing for you guys and you're being participants in it, it's going to be more challenging for you. And we have to work extra hard to try to get you guys moving through. But if you keep it simple, it's going to be easy for you to create, and it's going to be easy for your people to participate and accomplish their goals. So there's gratitude boost, daily goal setting, boosting self-confidence, building positive habits. And of course, you can adapt these into your particular market. If we're talking about self-confidence and you work with, maybe it's teenage girls going into pageants or something, I don't know, totally throwing that on, or it's adaptable to that. You can get more specific than what these are. And I think that's always a good idea. You don't have to be as specific as teenage girls going into pageants, but have an audience in mind. And if you want some ideas of adapting, say, I want to do something with self-confidence and I work with these people, let us know. So actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to give you all links that we've shared with you. I'm going to put them in the chat right now so that you are able to find what you need. I'm putting the link to the 50 pre-written challenges, this kit. And then also if you want the done for you service, that link is going to, all links are there for you. How difficult is set up email from inside Numu? I love it, actually. And yes, obviously I'm a biased person, but I will tell you, and this a true story. First, if you use the templates that we have, its automation is already set up for you. So you get to go through there. So we have used Aweber for quite some time. And like eKidHub University, we're using Aweber. And then we brought Numu into the fold. And I said, Yusuf, we have to keep using Aweber because then we can make sure we're not duplicating emails to you guys and stuff like that. And actually, I think we do a better job of it now that we've moved the email to Numu. But then I started to use it. And I'm like, no, this is actually great. I actually really love the mailing platform inside Numu. I find it very easy to use. And because it's integrated with everything else you're doing, like with your store, and you have that, you also have like your contacts. I have no information in this account. It's just a trial account. But you do have a full CRM where you can see what they're doing, what everybody's doing, like what they've signed up for, what tags they've had, what automations they're on, what products they've purchased. Everything is in there for you. But the messaging and workflows is here. So you can do automations, which means you can put someone onto an automation when they sign up for something, they buy a product, or maybe they do some other action on your site and you can start emailing them. You can also integrate text messaging. It integrates with Twilio, which is actually a fairly inexpensive texting platform. We have used simple texting before, which was outrageously expensive, but we connected Twilio to here. You can also integrate, I forget what the popular messaging platform. I never use it. I know a lot of people use it. I think it was bought by Facebook. Someone help me. I don't know if Yusuf can hear me.
WhatsApp. It's
Thank you.
WhatsApp.
I know the name. It just flew right out of my head. So you can do stuff with that as well. So you have your lists, you can make segments, you can have as many tags as you'd like. And there are lots of email templates inside of here that you can choose from. And then once you make a template that you like, you can save it as a template and you can just keep reusing it. You put your logo in and it's a certain way you like your email to look. You'll have it in there. And you can send automations, which are automated emails that go just one after another, maybe after different intervals that you select. Or campaigns is when you want to just send out an email right away or schedule it for a specific date. You would use a campaign. And when you go through the dashboard, you'll see there's videos on these different things. There's an automations video, but we also have them in our community, all the videos, if you ever can't find something as well. And anytime you do want to find our community, when you're inside the builder, it's this little question mark here at the bottom, and that will open it up. And so you can actually find our videos and everything through in here. All right. So how are you guys doing? Now, if I need to get started, it feels like a lot, but a lot of it is done for you. We're walking you step by step through it. The tech is set up for you. You don't have to worry about that. This is really fill in the blanks. All you have to do is watch the video. So here, the step 2, set up your challenge platform. This video shows you step by step the few things that you actually have to do to set it up. So you have to fill in the content, obviously, but it's like a template for you. So each day is like a little template for you. And it's like day 1, insert the title. You put the challenge here. You put a tip to complete the challenge and a motivational thought for the day. And if you use that AI prompt that we gave you in step 1 to create your content, you'll be ready for this. You will just input the information from there to here, or have us do it for you, of course, right? We are offering that the full service option. So we'd be happy to get that done for you so you can focus on marketing and then planning your next challenge. And I was going to put all the links again for you. So where the challenge takes place, that little challenge kit or big challenge kit with the 50 pre-written challenges, and then the done for you service if you want to take us up for that offer. And remembering that it's $200 off. It's just $197 for the first 20 that we have. And because we want to push you guys straight through to day 5. And you can even, as we are working on your challenge, you can be working on your marketing plan and stuff like that. And yes, you still do get the gift and can be entered into the prize, even if you hire someone else to do it. Because in your business, you should be hiring other people to help you out with different things. And that's no different here, right? Behind the scenes, you could have an assistant help you with this, but because we know how it goes, we'll be able to do it faster for you and do it affordably for you because it's routine for us that we know how to use. We knew how to set communities up. Topics that work for parenting in the kit. There is a relationships challenges. So there's like active listening, reconnecting with family, quality time with partner, reaching out to old friends, positive communication, strengthening bonds with kids, acts of kindness, forgiveness, practice, and daily compliment challenge. So those are the ones that are specific in there. And obviously parents need all of this stuff because being a parent is stressful. It's a lot of work. Sometimes we don't take care of ourselves very well. So a lot of these would totally be adaptable to that, even if they're not on the topic of parenting. Getting exercise every day, stress reduction challenge. Then also there's the financial management stuff too that could be applicable to parents. Saving money, becoming debt-free, cutting unnecessary expenses, smart shopping, etc. Yeah, there you go. So that is I think that's the second link that I shared there. I'll put it one more time into the chat. So I'm just going to do all three because I know everybody has different interests. So, for the challenge takes place and the 50 pre-written challenges. And again, with this kit, if you grab the kit, you will get like the extra training. You'll find some overlap between the two, but the kit does talk about also repurposing your challenge content and stuff like that. We didn't specifically talk about that in here. There's also the graphics that are included with each day, and it's also written in the same format as our template. So if you use these, they plug into here like pretty flawlessly, right? You'll just paste the information in. It's the same kind of format. Repurposing is a game changer. Yeah, it's the whole game. In fact, I think like knowing the content you have and using it again and building on it, improving it, and sending it to new audiences and stuff like that. Because whenever you do something, like only a small amount of possible people, could be still a lot of people, but a small possible amount of those people that it could be, see it. So when you reuse stuff and then show it to different audiences in different ways, like even some people won't want to participate in the actual community, but if they can get a download for them to, you can repurpose the challenge in that it's something they do on their own. It can become a journal. Somebody who wants to do it by themselves. You could also give that journal to the people who participate in your challenge. In our challenge in EKW University, we do give a downloadable version as well. This would be more challenging because there's just there's so many moving parts in it that we don't have that there. But yeah. And like a lot of the content that you create, if you do any videos, those can be used for promotional purposes. You can create clips from them. Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed Santu's. Can challenges work for vulnerable people with mental health challenges? I would think so. Or yes, obviously. I'm not sure if you have something in mind, but I think so because a lot of overcoming mental health challenges is about creating new habits and having them interact with that. Obviously, I'm not a trauma counselor or helping people with grief and abuse and stuff like that. But it's a community building exercise and it's where people are going to be sharing. So whatever you like, if you are a professional who does stuff like that, you could totally do whatever you do with your clients and stuff like that privately. And as long as those people are willing to share, you could totally do into a challenge format where they're working through different things or they're talking about different things that have happened or developing new habits to get past certain triggers and stuff like that. But I think lots of possibilities with that. And obviously, if you wanted us to create a challenge for you, then, we would get that background detail for you. And actually, I wanted to mention too, on the full service, all you do when you sign up is a form that you can fill out. You could take a few days to fill it out, but don't take too long because you want to be done by September 30th. And you need to give us time. It's just a form that gives us all the background, and you can give us the background on who your audience is, what they need, what you want them to be able, but we'll format it into a challenge for you. Okay. So is there anything else that you guys have questions about? Don't worry about step 6 right now. Once you're going to get the done for you service, you're going to skip to day 5. But don't worry about what's coming ahead. Just do the one step at a time and deal with that part. This is going to walk you through it. It's a safe place. You just have to do what's on the page and just work through it. If you guys have this also, every page except for this has a comment section at the back. The comment section is for you to check in. It's also for you to ask questions. If you get tripped up, please make sure if we have a tutorial video that you do for that lesson, make sure you do watch it. And we even have like little chapters on the video, like here, you'll see like the main parts of here. It does open in a new window in YouTube, but it takes you right to that part of the updating your challenge name, customizing your welcome and daily pages, puts you there. So do make sure you watch the tutorials, but if you get tripped up on the technology, the content ideas, you want feedback on it, then use the comments area for that. It's for whatever you need to get this done. And same with like the sign up page. If you do your sign up page and you want feedback on if it seems compelling enough, is it reaching the audience that you want to reach? Happy to also take a look. And also when you're participating, other people commenting, If you can give feedback and help, please do, because the more you guys interact with each other, you're going to want to come back and be a part of this, right? You're going to be motivated to work on it. You're seeing other people doing stuff. You're learning what other people are doing. You might even see that you guys are doing overlapping stuff, and maybe you could promote together, or maybe you can make challenges together. You could even run one together. You have this blueprint, and you guys can come back to this anytime. When you want to go make another one, come back and just walk through the steps. It'll be open for you. All right, so maybe I'll put the links in one more time so you guys have them. So make sure if you're still here, grab those links so you have them if you want to get started on it today, which would be awesome to see. I think picking your topic and planning your content, it's actually a really quick step if you use the process that we give. Maybe you want to think on the topic a little bit and let that roll around in your mind, maybe overnight. But I think don't think too much, because it's your first time doing it. You can do it again. And once you set it up once, it's like just a matter of duplicating. All right, so I'm going to leave you guys to think about that. And I would love to see you in there. We're going to email you, and I want to see you guys come in and check in and let us know how you're feeling, what we can help you with. Step 1, don't ask about the other steps unless you're getting us to do the thing for you. But just let's talk about picking your topic and planning your content. All right, you're welcome, Lars. You guys, that's going too fast. You're welcome, Fazia, Sally. I'm glad you guys came, and I'm glad you guys are ready to create a 7-day challenge. You'll be so happy when you're done that you have this wonderful asset to keep bringing in new people, building connection with your community, and selling your products. And that's a really great thing that it does all those things. All right, guys, take care. And thank you, Yusuf, for watching the chat for us. And we will both see you in the challenge community. See you guys. Bye.